second representative from the great state of Mississippi, Leah Gibson.
Hey, everybody. Okay, well, I didn't write my speech out. I'll use my technology. Okay. So I'll start off with congratulations. We did it. We survived the long nights and the early mornings. We survived all of the sessions that we almost fell asleep on, but they were wonderful. Okay. Second, I would like to say a special thank you to everyone for just being so open and generous. You know, when we walked in, everyone was just so nice, and that's really refreshing to come into, especially when you're coming into an environment with so many talented young people. So, can you believe that we're all seniors? It seems like freshman year was just yesterday. I can't believe it. I remember how excited I was to start my journey into that big high school that I thought was so scary, and how excited I was when I started journalism after I started doing my website. So we're about to start another chapter of our lives. We're about to meet the real world, but I'm pretty sure we can handle it. This has truly been a humbling experience for me. I've never met so many passionate journalists in one setting. So I'll start with a couple of quotes, and I'll just give you some memories. I think Spencer pretty much covered the First Amendment as well as everyone else this week. So, love what you do and do what you love. Don't listen to anyone else who tells you not to. When I was little, my parents would always say, do something that you love to do that you don't have to get paid for. Okay, I love journalism, but I still want a check. So I'll follow my parents' advice, but I'll just make sure that I make the right connections and go in the right places. I love journalism because it's something that allows me to share with other people things that I think are important. You can write about whatever you want, especially in your website or in your school newspaper if they give you enough freedom to do that. So I think that we should all make sure that we take that for granted and just use our freedom of speech however we feel. So once you find your strengths and weaknesses, improve on them. It's nothing more than finding someone who knows exactly what they're good at and they improve on that. And then once you find your weaknesses and you improve on that, you're just about an all well-rounded person. So I think that all of us are capable of doing that, and we should take that into senior year. Take a moment and a memory you've made this week that will stick with you forever. Write it down and make sure that anytime you feel down about yourself or you feel like you're not doing something right, or maybe you're not getting that story out on time, or it's not coming together the way you want, just remember the moment that you had in DC. Remember the people that you were with, and remember the people that taught you something, and never forget that you can do anything. Throughout this experience, I was told to follow my dreams and to write about what I feel is important, and I think that's something that all of us should do. It's nothing more than just sitting down for a minute and thinking of the people that you can talk to, maybe the people that you never thought had an opinion about something, but when you're doing a story and you feel like nobody's giving you the exact quote that you need, maybe you should go and talk to that person at lunch who might have a certain expression about how they feel about a policy or something that's going on in school. Just think outside the box when you go back to school and make sure that you're reaching out to other people to share with them some of your knowledge and to just use everything that we're learning here and apply it to your papers. I encourage you to take everything that you've learned, sum it up, and recognize the importance of the information that we've received. Take this whole experience for granted and make sure that you apply it to your daily lives. Don't just think about using this in journalism, but use it in the real world. We are going to college, and we're going to come across a lot of people that are telling us that we can't do things, and that we aren't capable of making it work, and that we don't have the right experience or the right background, but don't listen to them because they don't know what they're talking about. So think about some memories that we made this week. I think like I said last night, I met about everybody here, and I've had a moment to laugh and joke with everyone and dance and, teach them dances. So I give a couple shout outs. It's really funny how I met a lot of you. I do remember the first day we came and we had lunch at Hard Rock Cafe, and I was sitting in the booth dancing with Molly and Sally Ann and Jess, and then I looked across and there was somebody staring at me, and they were like, what is she doing? And it was so funny, and I was like, we're going to be best friends. So, hey there, Steven. And I don't think anyone will ever forget that award-winning performance that we had yesterday in the courtroom. So, I never thought that I'd be able to hear such an interesting perspective on the vampire story. But, see, Jen, thank you for that. Creatively defending the word stud. Fantastics and the principal, you did good too. Okay, so people sometimes wonder why I'm so happy and, high off of life as I've gotten before. But I tell them that I no longer wanted to be afraid to live my life the way I wanted to. I'm tired of people telling me that I'm too young or that I don't know and I don't have enough experience. So I'm not afraid to take chances anymore. I wanted to have more fun. When I first got off the airplane, I was like, when I get there, I'm going to make as many friends as I can. There are only 51 kids. I think I can do that in a day. So don't be afraid to meet people. If it's someone that you think won't talk to you, just try it out anyway. You never know what kind of friendships you can make, especially in a setting like this when all of us are so educated and we're pretty much focused on the same goal. I'm sure we'll all be able to keep in touch and just help each other along the way, which is really important. And most importantly, I've learned throughout this whole year, as I've been through a lot of things, is that taking life for granted is not something that you want to do. I lost a really close friend of mine earlier this year, New Year's Day to be exact. His name was Devin Mitchell. He played football, and he was this all-around, guy. Everybody loved him, and he was just full of life. Devin lived every day of his life as if, he could be gone tomorrow. Like, he really stuck to that. Like, he was always nice. He never held grudges or anything like that. And we used to be like, Devin, like, the dude doesn't even like you. Like, why are you talking to him? He was like, it's not important. He was like, God wants me to be this way. He wants me to be this person that people can look up to. He wants me to make a difference. So after Devin was gone and everybody got together, all my classmates came together, and we realized that you can't take life for granted. You never know when your last day might come. So I thought that it was really important for me to start living my life like that, which is why you all, think that I'm all full of energy, and that's because I am. Like, I don't need coffee to be hyper in the morning because, as you can tell, I have plenty of energy for days. So I just encourage you to try to live your life to the fullest and do everything that you can possible to just make a difference in the world, because I feel that that's what we're here for. No matter what you're going through, keep your head up high. There's nothing like waking up every morning knowing that today is another day to make a difference. So as far as our slogan, Dream, Dare, Do, I came up with, dream only with your wildest imagination. Dare to stay true to yourself. Do something that will make a difference. Find your passion and make your mark on the world. How many free spirits does it take to change the world? I don't really know, but let's start with one from every state. And the District of Columbia. So, I love you all. Go forth and do great. Thank you.